All right. Back here real quick. I'm gonna shoot a little video. Got the 2015 Interstate. It's a Honda. Most of you know it. You've watched my channel. I'm actually in the process of maybe trying to get with a buddy and sit down at a computer and actually figure out how to make a channel, make a better one. It'll get now they got my camera dialed back in. We're gonna play around. But I had a lot of people comment on the bars, a lot of questions, a little interest on where the bars came from, how much they cost, where they can get them. Son, I'm in the wrong spot. But they are 17-inch, 4-inch riser, but we'll go through that here in a second. But I got my my little guy up front. I haven't named him yet. It was a Halloween party I did for some kids, a Halloween event, and I wore it to the event. And by the time the event was done, it was dark. I didn't want to wear it home, so I just mounted it right to my bars, just to carry it home, and I'll be a son of a bitch. Fit perfect. Every time I go to take it down, people are like, dude, it looks sick, just leave it, you know. So, and the other day I gave him a little beard goatee sort of thing, mustache goatee, just blue paracord, black and blue, kind of what I'm running on the bike, just black with blue. Got my little Honda logo. It's the old Honda wing if you look at it, but someone just added a little bit of flair to it. So, but with the bars, we'll take a look at those real quick. I got my build sheet right here. As far as links go, kind of on your own, so maybe just put a little pause and take a look. Let's see, we got the handlebar install. I had a USB port hooked up. I had some running lights hooked up. Risers, I'm not sure. We might have actually found the risers from Todd's Cycle. That's where the handlebars came from. It was Todd's Cycle. It's weird because when you pay the bill, he puts paid right in the center of it. But there's the part number right there, 0601-1361. USB 17 by 11-inch strip handlebar. They're 17-inch, so I'm not exactly sure. Well, the 11 is probably just the width at the tree, I'm assuming. But they ran about $300. But yeah, like I say, it was a 4-inch. I had to do a 4-inch riser. I can't see. Yeah, that paid goes right through what it is, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if it came from Todd's. But you can find basically any riser you're gonna need. What we had to do for the risers, I had to go individual. I gotta fix that nut up top, that bolt. I don't know why it rusted, but I had to go individual. Just because of the width of the risers, of how wide the tree is, but where the holes are. So we couldn't do a one-piece riser. Even a riser from VTX, the VTXs wouldn't fit. So we ended up just having to do individual. We did have to hone out the top of my tree. We literally took a saw and had to hone it out because the hole Honda uses for their risers is smaller than what you're typically going to find. So they basically just took a saw to it or a drill bit, honed it out so the risers would fit normal risers. But then we came with the issue of the distance between the risers. So we tried to go with bars that were going to go from the edge of the bar out to the edge of the riser for like aesthetics. But with the kind of space we needed for the knurling on the bars, because of the distance between the riser holes on the tree, we were kind of limited as to what we could go for bars, just because of the knurling. It was a whole process. The guy that actually did the work was pretty irritated with it. He's more of a Harley guy, so it kind of pulled his hair out. But I mean, we've got the perfect build sheet for it. So, but that's the bars. I mean, they're nice. They're thin. They're a little like a 1 inch. I wish they would have been a little fatter, so they could always go to 1 inch right there at your, you know, your controls. But they're a little bit thinner than I wanted, but I don't mind it. They have a little bit of a curl to them, which is nice. They come up and they kind of curl out a bit. But yeah, they're a 17 inch and they're really comfy. I mean, they where they sit is just perfect. For me, I'm 5'10". Those that know this bike, I mean, my hands are literally maybe an inch, 2 inches below shoulder height. So they're perfect. Because some states are real picky when it comes to your handlebars. Anything higher than your shoulder, you can get screwed for. So having them just a tick bit below my shoulders, I can go anywhere. I'm not worried about it anyways, but once you get higher than your shoulders, you got to start worrying about your hands falling asleep. So that's I did ride this thing once for about 3 hours. I'd stop and get gas. It was probably I want to say probably close to about 2 hours just on the throttle. I went to pull my hand off to use the brake, and son of a bitch, my fingers were damn near asleep. I didn't feel them go asleep, so they weren't. Usually when you know your hand or your foot or whatever goes to sleep, you can feel it happening. That wasn't the case. But I had to shake it out for a minute, you know, panic mode. I was like, oh shit, had to use the foot brake, slow the bike down. But shook it out for a minute. But no, they sit perfect, and we've got them angled just right, so they're perfect fork line. I mean, they're just perfect setup. Found a little hook out in the parking lot one day at work. Little metal hook. And I seriously just put it where my windshield used to go. Pulled the bolt out. Put it on there. Twisted it. And I can hang my helmet. I don't have to worry about it sitting on my handlebars or sitting on my mirrors. It just sits right there. Usually my gloves are in it, but yeah, that's just where I put my helmet anymore. So, all right, well, I figured I'd shoot a little something. I told you guys I'd throw a video up letting you know what I did with the bars, who they came from, where to get them. So I will be I'm going to be doing another video here in a bit on oh shit, got dark real fast, didn't it? Turn that thing around. Taking a road trip here in a couple days over the weekend, and I've got a little something lined up. I don't want to get too into it. I'll let you guys see what it is when I do it. I'll put up a nice video when I get there. I'll let you know what it is what I just did. So we're a couple days away, so be patient. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Any other questions, comments, whatever, just throw them my way. But yeah, biggest thing, just play nice, be safe, have fun, stay out of trouble. Later.